Hello, fam. Welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you are new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. And come visit me on TikTok and Instagram because I'm there daily. And of course, welcome back to all these goodies. I've never tried Honest Beauty before, ever. Concealer released a few months ago, but it wasn't readily available, which is why I didn't review it then. During Amazon's Prime Day, I did see that Honest Beauty has their entire line there, just released their concealer on Amazon. I'm like, okay, if we can get it on Amazon, we can get it in more places than like their actual website. So you guys know I'm obsessed with concealer. Honest Beauty is kind of like not high end, but not drugstore. It's maybe in the middle because this retails for like 20 bucks. So it's kind of pricier than drugstore, but not as pricey as like high end. I kind of opened it, but look at the packaging. The packaging comes in this like cardboard box, paper box. And then this is the shade I have. What shade is this? Fawn. Swatch. This is the shade Fawn. Don't mind those. It's the Lancome foundation. Okay, it has a bit of a warm undertone, which is good because that warmth will help color correct the darkness here. So I already prepped my under eyes. I put eye cream on. I used the Believe. So let's just get right on in. Actually, I think I'm ready. So what I'm going to do is apply the concealer on the left side. I'm going to blend it with my favorite brush and on the right side with a sponge. While I do that, I'll give you all the info about this product. The new Honest Beauty Fresh Flex Concealer with niacinamide and vitamin E is a medium to buildable coverage, dermatologist tested, and vegan. It retails for $20 on Amazon. I am in the shade Fawn. This is a lightweight, flexible, multitasking concealer made with skincare ingredients and clean power technology to create lasting wear. Seamlessly blends to a smooth second skin finish, medium buildable coverage, made with 2 types of HA, shea butter, and niacinamide plus vitamin C. It is fragrance free. And this comes in a 0.17 ounce bottle. Okay, coverage. Look at this. You guys know I usually use primer and color corrector because I do have dark under eyes. As they dip in, we need help. Okay. It's super creamy and pigmented. You see that? Darkness is not really coming through. You can see it like when we go down like this. The brush, of course, is providing a bit better coverage versus the sponge. The sponge will always sheer makeup out. If you don't like heavier makeup, the sponge is for you. What coverage? Okay. We're creasing, but it doesn't say it's a creaseless concealer. And I let it sit too. I let it sit for about 30 seconds so it can dry down, which helps. But it's good because it's still blended. A lot of times things just dry down and it's like, girl's a mess. So, okay. Oh my God. Let's use some Dermablend. I'm gonna use my powder puff. This is the Makeup for Everyone. And I'm gonna set to the same way on both eyes. Here, let's even it out. We don't want a lot of product. So what we're gonna do is reblend this out because, you know, I have creasy under eyes. Under eyes will always crease. As I'm looking up, or not up, straight ahead, we're gonna set. Oh, wow. This is nice. Okay, Jessica Alba. We're going to set again. Blend out again. And then we're going to look ahead. This way, when you look straight, especially because most of us we look straight this way, it just smooths out this area and it sets exactly how your eyes naturally sit. Staring straight ahead. Oh my God, look. Doesn't look dry. Let's look up. Here's the brush. Here's the sponge. Damn, this looks good. And this is that I'm not wearing my usual things that help because, you know, I'm just obsessed with concealer. Okay, it is 6:40 in the a.m. You know we're going to do an all-day wear test. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Let me just finish up the face and I'll be back. Look at these under eyes. Wow, they look good. I'm creasing a little bit, but nothing too much. Look. Here's the brush. Here's the sponge. You see the coverage? The brush versus the sponge. You guys, I like completely went here with my inner corner. So if you see it shiny, I can't get rid of it. I'm forgetting my white eyeliner. And looking up and looking straight, this coverage is so good. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. Of course, I've never tried any Honest Beauty makeup before. Oh, and if you're not familiar with Honest Beauty, it's a clean makeup brand that's sold at Ulta. Some products are at Ulta, Amazon, and then on Honest Beauty's website, which is why I'm so excited because you can get this if you want it. It's on Amazon. This one's not at Ulta yet. But let's go in front of the window because in daylight, for some reason, concealer can change completely from studio lighting and in daylight. Like in daylight, it could completely fall apart, you know? Oh, wait, my lip color is the Morphe Sweet Tea, and then this shade in Stomp Box with Give. And yeah, okay, let's go in front of the window. Okay, concealer, check. Here is the brush. Oh, you see that coverage right there? How good it is? And then here's the sponge. Oh, you can see the darkness peeking through, but that happens. And looking down, yeah, you can see the coverage better there. Looking away and further back, this coverage is good. Very creamy, very pigmented, and comfortable. It's not heavy or anything. Oh, I'm so excited. I am back. It is almost 6 o'clock. We've had the concealer on all day long, but of course, I do want to show you some footage that I took actually around 2 hours ago. The concealer was looking really good. Coverage was there. Under eyes were looking very hydrated. They were not looking dry. I really like how the coverage looks, especially on the brush side. Hold on, let me back up. Especially on the brush side because we have better coverage. Coverage is still there. You see how nothing's breaking apart. The only thing I will say is it is creasing like crazy. And I noticed the creasing early on. It's the only thing I'm just like, dang. But I do have creasy under eyes. Concealers are never not gonna crease, especially if you have creasy under eyes, you know? I feel like I can't really fault it, but I always like to mention it because it does happen. You can't avoid creases. Unless you do extra steps, you can avoid a little bit of crease. So on its own, I will say it works out very, very well. And what I love the most is that we still have our coverage going. Like we don't look gastadas at all. Like darkness is not peeking through, and that happens a lot throughout the day. Things just fade, you know? For day number 1, I'm very pleasantly surprised. And I should have moved the camera this way, but it's okay. Here is the sponge, and then here is the brush. They both look good, huh? Okay, this is it. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hello fam, welcome back to day numero 2. So I have my foundation on. I'm wearing the new Lancome. You guys, I'm obsessed. Okay, I'm excited today because yesterday we did have a good day. The only thing, like I said, we had a little bit of creasing. So the way I usually do my concealer, well nowadays, is get this e.l.f. primer. Any sort of primer that you have. I like this one because it has a good tint. I only add the primer right here in the inner corner. I also avoid foundation in the under eye area because we're gonna go in today. So let's do one eye. I'm gonna get this clean buffing brush. It's just going to add the primer and move it all over the under eye. And I'm like tapping it. You see how like that color is already helping color correct slightly. It looks a little brighter. So then I use a color corrector because I have darkness. So this yellow will help correct that darkness that I have, which is like blues and purples. We're gonna stay here in the inner corner. And I let it sit maybe like 30 seconds. So now we're gonna do the same thing we did with the primer and then move it towards the end. It doesn't have to be super neat. You wanna concentrate it here. This is where we get the darkest. So just a light little layer. If you want it to be a little more sheer, you can just go in with your finger, which is what I usually do, like that. You want to work with thin layers because we're going like in with 3 products, especially the under eye area. It's very gentle, very delicate. It creases. We have a lot going on here, so we have to be gentle with it, you know? Okay, get our concealer. We're gonna add here in the inner corner the same way. And I like to add it here. This helps clean up the eyeliner and kind of give us a lifted effect. Let's go here on the end. You guys, I think I didn't blend the concealer yesterday. I kept finding spots, like unblended spots. So do you remember if I blended it out? Because does this have a scent? You know what this smells like? It doesn't have a scent, but it smells literally like the Huda Beauty concealer. This Huda Beauty concealer, yeah. I'm like, wait, that scent, I know it, I know it. The reason why I let this sit because it dries down, it stays put, And it also gives us a bit of a fuller coverage. Especially this concealer, it's super creamy, so it doesn't really dry down. And I put concealer here because this is where I get dark. Also around my nose. And then here it's just giving us a little brightening effect. You guys, this shade is so beautiful. I feel like there's a little too much product. I just get my paper towel, clean it off, and then go back in. I like to do with concealer and a brush, I like to place it on. I'm doing here tapping motions and keeping it up, you see? Cleaning up that eyeliner as well. Getting in the inner corner. You can go with your finger or leave it like this, whatever you prefer. Go here and just tap it out. This shears it out and it kind of helps just with the warmth of your finger blend everything beautifully. You can also use your sponge. And you see, girl, look at this before and after. Oh, whoo! Dang, this looks good. Here, let's turn off the light so you can like see. Look, you see that? How good it looks. No creasing's happening. That's because of the primer. The primer helps. Darkness, you see a little bit peeking through, but nothing too crazy. Girl. Okay, so let's do this eye and speed it up. I like how creamy it is, how pigmented it is, how it provides coverage. And let's look up. It is currently 11:45. Start the time now. I started a little bit late because I woke up later and then I went to the gym and then I just started off my morning slow. And here we are. Let's use L'Oreal's powder. We're gonna use a little bit because we really don't need a lot of setting powder in our under eye area because that's when it'll look cakey, scrapey, not cute. So here, we're gonna even this out so it applies evenly onto our under eye area. As we look ahead, we're gonna just set that concealer. Look at this. Oh yeah, let me look up. What you think? What you think? Even though we use our corrector, our primer, we're getting very similar results from yesterday. We're getting good coverage. It's hydrating. Under eyes do not look dry AF because that can happen when you're working with a drying concealer, not necessarily matte, but there's some concealers that peel, that dry, that just don't complement the under eye area. But look at this concealer. Where's the darkness? Ah, it looks so freaking good. Of course, I like it today better because, you know, we did it the way I usually do it. But of course, yesterday we did have a good day. Look, the darkness, you don't see it coming through. And if I look up, you can't see any creasing going on and the coverage is there. Typically, when it comes to concealers, it usually stays the same way, you know, for the most part. If you may have more creasing, depending on how much you crease, depending on how the concealer is, how it was set, and all that jazz, which is why I do the wear test. So let's just go in front of the window so you can see how it looks, and I'll see you later. Bye. I already had my coffee, but should I get another cup? Because I don't know. I just, at this point, love the taste of coffee, you know? But anyway, okay, this is how the concealer looks. Whoo! Looks really good. You can see, like, my dent. I mean, you'll always see it though, like it doesn't disappear. Is it me or you can see it a lot more in daylight here? You see right there? You see the coverage. We got that coverage going. This eye looks better, huh? In daylight, we get a different vibe, huh? I'm just like, what? Okay, Amelia, it is 10 o'clock. We've had the concealer on all day, but of course, before we get started, I do want to show you how the under eyes were looking at around 5 or 6 o'clock. Concealer was looking really, really good. We had great coverage. Here we are now, what, 10, 11 hours later? You guys, these under eyes look good. Look. You see that coverage? Just like yesterday, I feel like today's coverage is a little bit better. Not by much though, although we use the corrector. Let me look up so you can see. Yeah, we do have creasing right here. This is a pretty creasy concealer. Is it a like deal breaker? Not to me, because I already have creasy under eyes and your eyes will always crease. What I look for in concealers is for them to smooth out the area and give us coverage mainly. Obviously, I don't want my creases to come way down here. Like the creases are up here, which is not that bad because that's kind of where you blink and your eyes kind of open and close. Well, I definitely like this concealer. It provides coverage, longevity. It doesn't dry out the under eyes, and that's really what what I like in a concealer. I think the shade is beautiful. The formula is great. It's super hydrating and I loved it. My first Honest Beauty product. I'm very, very impressed, no lie. And of course, I'm so happy it's on Amazon. Let me know your thoughts on it. Have you used Honest Beauty before? If you like it? Have you used this concealer? Let me know. You guys know we're always chit-chatting in the comments. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.